Sam. I'm drummer.
I'm Sandman.
DJ Solos, the DJ Solos.
Tony Lucas.
I'm Brandon Cross.
And I'm Scully. And we are
Band
Nerds.
All right. So thank you so much for having me here today. We are Band Nerds. Let's get into this. Let's talk about the formation of the group, how you were able to come together. Let's talk about what meshed each and every single one of you when it comes to musically, production, all the above.
Okay. Well, since I am like the glue piece, the piece that kind of brings everybody together. I started with the idea. I met Tony Lucas at work. My college roommate is Scully. That's how I knew him. Los and Santos and actually Cam, they actually auditioned for us. We put out a Craigslist, and we found them.
Back pages.
Yes, and yeah. So that's how we formed We Are Band Nerds. So.
All right. And what was significant in the sense of the start of the group that you knew that this was something that you were just going to pursue for a longevity career path?
I felt like I had all the pieces that I needed to create the sound that I was thinking about. Like Cam has a background in church and gospel, and like
jazz.
And jazz and all. He's musically trained, so he had the style and the background that I was looking. I come from church and gospel as well, and jazz as well, so there was certain flavor that I was looking for. Santos is a metal bass guitarist, you know what I mean? So he brings that. Los, we call him Inspector Los because he has all the tools. He's Space Los. He's ahead of all the knowledge. He has the newest, samples and all that. He knows what's going to be hot before it's hot. So we have the ear with Los. Najee is a hip hop, historian. Basically, he takes his lyricism and things very seriously. So we have a strong representation of hip hop, in our band. And then we have Mr. Scully right here,
Yeah,
Mr.
Scully.
Fashion style, cold as ice. That's him. He's gonna give you the aesthetics, and that makes up Band Nerds. I don't have to do much.
All right, so now listen, I just sat here in your rehearsal, have amazing chemistry. Now let's talk about being in a band together in a sense of developing that chemistry and being able to have that aura. Talk about either the most positive or the most negative thing that you have learned individually coming together as band members.
I'll start with the negative.
You said start with the
Yeah, I'll start with the negative. I can maybe put a positive spin on it. Being able to deal with different personalities. That's probably one of the biggest things, especially when you've been around with 6 different people and they have their own lives and so on and so forth. It's important to have patience. Being a solo artist, you're just dealing with people in the business that you work with. But in a band, it can be real difficult. It can be. And so, you gotta be patient.
Making sure everybody's on the same page.
Exactly.
That the more numbers you add, the harder that can be.
Yeah,
So that's
everybody's
definitely
not from Dallas.
Yeah.
So I'm from Oak Cliff.
Yeah, originally he's from Oak Cliff.
And
I'm
then
Fort Worth.
That's Fort Worth.
Philly. You got
Across the original from Philly.
Garland.
Texas.
I stay in the Garland area, so we all stay in the Dallas area, but we stay around the Dallas
Like the
area.
Metroplex.
Yeah, so our central meeting place is Dallas, so having schedule, everybody's schedule, because we're grown men, we're not kids, you know what I mean? And so like we have family, stuff of that nature, and just
teenagers.
making sure, our schedules connect and stuff like that is difficult, so.
But we always work it out.
We work it out, we're a family, that's what we do. We fight, we, make up,
We're gentlemen.
yeah, we do all that. We have drama, all that stuff, like, yeah, we have drama.
Yeah, just a little bit. But we all know how to respect each other's boundaries.
Yes.
That's how we get along.
Yeah.
Most of it. We respect each other's boundaries, and we know that everybody has their own routine. Everybody's different, so we come together and then just make it happen.
That's a fact.
Also, I think the main thing, honestly, that's kept us together this long is we're actually good. We actually have good music. We have a good product that we all believe in. Because if we were trash, honestly, we wouldn't have.
I would have been quit.
Yeah,
That's a fact.
we wouldn't have survived.
I wouldn't
this
have
long.
stayed
So.
Like I said, I love the honesty. I love the transparency in regards to the group as well. Let's get to the music. Let's talk about how you're able to develop your sound, right? And how you're able to piece who's perfect for which part. Kind of talk about that development in your process in creating.
I'll speak on it because, like, honestly, it's open. Like, everybody gets an opportunity to put their feedback into, like, the lyrics. You want to come up with a riff, you want to come up with a bass line, you want to come up with samples that we can use. It's open. Like, everybody gets their opportunity to, like, I got lyrics in one of the songs. Like, I helped write the lyrics in, what is it? I don't remember the song.
He's talking about Falling from Grace.
Yeah,
right?
Falling from Grace.
Yeah,
But that was how long ago it was, where I was with almost 5 years ago, or 5
way
years
more
ago.
longer than
So
that.
everybody gets the opportunity to be forward. Everybody gets the opportunity to have a say in it. It's just not, we're not gonna do that. We're gonna figure it out and make sure that it works for what we do. So that's what I like about it. It's open. Everybody gets their opportunity to play what they want to play. It's free. And I think that's what works because everybody likes what they're playing. So when it comes to that, you love what you do. And it's not like nobody's stepping on anybody's toes. It's just the fact that everybody gets that opportunity to be themselves, and that's what we do anyway. Even like when we chilling, we're all ourselves. We're gonna laugh and joke. We got opinions about everything, and so we're gonna all come together and we're gonna create all together. So that's what I appreciate about it.
Okay, I love it how everybody can lock in, right?
Right.
All right, so now let's talk about for you. We're in a day and age where a lot of rock, heavy metal, especially with Black alternative groups, are coming back full force, right? So we have the oxymorons, and then of course now we have we are we are band. So let's talk about the trajectory of when it comes to Black music, because this is a Black hip hop rock band. So
Well,
let's talk.
minus, and I have to keep bringing this
You're
up.
brown.
Yeah, Mexican
Brown.
back here.
And
You're
Mexican,
Mexican.
yes.
But you know, there is African
We got some diversity.
stuff in,
Yeah,
in Mexico at the time. So you
Minority.
never know.
Minority.
You never know.
We throw in that reggaeton sometimes.
Yes.
But yeah, so we're not
Talk about the
completely right.
trajectory of the sound in which we're going now in today's age
Just
in the
rock
music
it.
industry.
I think that what you're going to see now, especially with AI and stuff like that, is a focus on live music, and I think this might be, preemptively a way to secure a better position for artists is by making sure that your live show is sharp. So that's what I think. I think that is playing a significant role in the transition, especially for a lot of Black artists who have been doing rock music, have been doing alternative music, and with social media, online, they can get a chance to shine in a way that where they can find a space and community in a way that they couldn't in the past, because you had all these, I guess industry gatekeepers that are like, well, this is not going to sell in the suburbs or whatever. Like, they're not going to like this. They did that to Prince. They did that to Michael Jackson. So, but now you can find your community online. So it makes it a hell of a lot easier. And I think that especially for Black artists, and generally speaking, because irrespective of what genre you did, whether it could be R&B, there you still have to deal with these gatekeepers that maybe didn't quite understand what it is that was the appeal. But Black folks got it, you know what I mean? So I think that plays a role with live music, and basically securing a position for, irrespective of what you do as an artist. That is a way that I think this is what I'm trying to say, is that this is how it is that they can move forward with it. So
I think what I would say on top of that is just it's more accepted now.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Back in the day, it's really hard for people to see us and be like, y'all play with it. Yeah, I do with it.
I think people are getting tired, you know?
But when they realize it's good
Tired.
music, you can't, when you hear it, and even if you don't see it and you hear it, you be like, who is this? And once you hear it, you can't help but to love it because it's just great music. And it's coming from our hearts and our souls. So, and then now with the time, 2026, we have to accept a lot that we don't always want to. But when you accept it, you understand that you can see the beauty in it. So And
It's a lot of oversaturation as well because of AI. You know what I mean? It makes it a lot easier for a lot of people. So I think a lot of people are getting numb to what is being played. Like
You know, it's not even just AI. It's just like being on the internet in general.
Yeah.
Like there's like hundreds of thousands of songs loaded up to DSPs. There's only so much time that people have to listen to all this music. So it's like, how do you stand out in the crowd, stuff like that, which also gives a lot of freedom for alternative artists to be able to break through.
Yeah.
Because it's like, oh, you're doing something a little different. You're not doing what they're doing over here. So I think it's a time for black artists, alternative artists, to shine.
Yeah.
So,
I like that. I like that note. So 2 more questions. When listeners are listening or finding you for the first time, what are some of the things that you want them to take away from your music, your style, your sound, and actually learn from you? This can be a all together kind of answer.
got
I think
real
everybody,
short.
everybody
so
get
real short.
like you get 1 minute. Everybody get a minute.
Don't get it twisted. We are hip hop.
Yeah.
Like the foundations of what we do. If you listen to our songs, we sample different genres of rock music. The foundations of what we do, we build around samples. We build around, even though we're creating them, we build around samples. Focus on lyrics, etc. It's like the egg of our recipe is rock music. But if you listen to what we're doing with rock, hard rock, metal, thrash, those things can be found in elements of a lot of our different songs. So so we're hip hop in this sense, outside of just lyrics. So that's something what I wanted to bring up. So.
I think mine would be don't commit suicide. Give life one more day. Always just give it one more day.
Yeah, like he said, the realness. I think there's a lot that our fans have come to us and said that they listened to certain songs through difficult times and it helped them. So take that away, like just take that away.
I say we lived through everything. Everything we wrote is something we lived through. It's nothing that's been made up. It's nothing that we haven't experienced. It's everything that we've been through ourselves. Like I said, those words that I put in there, it's something I feel and I actually went through. So this is like our story, and every song is a story of us.
We're not talking about flashy cars.
Yeah. We're talking about real life because that's
Real
what
life.
we're going through. That's our life. Every time you listen to a song, that's our life.
Spoonful of sugar makes the medicine go down.
All right. And last but not least, what words of encouragement that would you give to other artists who are trying to build in the sense of either just trying to make it as an independent artist or build as a band like yourselves? What words of encouragement can you provide to them?
I would tell them, one, just be authentic to themselves first, because if you're not to yourself first, then it's going to come through in your music and it's going to sound a little fraudulent. People aren't going to really respect the message that you're trying to give them. But if you're authentic and you're giving people like what your true feelings are, what's really happening to you, and you're just speaking on real things, then the people will gravitate to you. There's going to be an audience for you, because that's just how things have gone. Like the algorithms will find your audience. Just put out your true self to the world. That's what I would tell them if they were here.
I would say take your lashings. Like there's no easy way to do it. There's no shortcuts. Like there's going to be a lot of doubts. You got to be secure in your craft and what you are doing, because more times than not you're going to be faced with adversity and really question if that is what you want to do. And it just doesn't come super easy like that. And if it does come super easy like that, be wary. You know what I mean? So like take your lashes, take your lumps, do the things that the people before you have done. You know what I mean? Take the tips and suggestions that people before you have, so you don't have to go through the same things. But like that's part of paying your dues. That's what they mean by paying your dues, doing the little shows you don't want to do, doing the content that you don't feel like doing, writing the songs that you're afraid that might get you looked at a certain way. Like that's just part of it, you know what I mean? So just continue to push forward, you keep pushing forward and you'll eventually get to where you want to be.
I would say enjoy the ride. Every moment, the crappy stuff and the good stuff. enjoy it. That's my just stick with it, but enjoy everything, and remember that's just part of the journey. So.
All right, so listen, I want to thank you so much for just showing your craft, being who you are, and being transparent and honest and true to yourselves. So thank you so much for being a part of Indie Talks.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.